Hey guys, Doodleet here, welcome to a new video on space engineers, but this is a tutorial, so let's get right to it. So, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a small cargo ship. You're going to start off by pressing G, which will lead to the building block inventory. Click new small ship. Place the landing gear, so this is a landing gear. Make sure you place it, because you can start the ship without it, but you're gonna need a landing gear so your ship doesn't crash. Then use the blocks, place one right on top of the landing gear. Now there are two ways of doing it, whether you're in survival or creative. So for the people in survival, when you place the block, it's not gonna be a real block. You need to wield it with the wielder. So, but if you're in creative, you're good to go. So place one block to the left, one block to the right, and then another block to the right, and then another block to the left. Make a line of the blocks in front, so just place another block in front of everyone, then another one. So you have 3 lines of blocks. It's going to be 2 to each side, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 in the middle. Then then remove the corners by either grinding them or pressing right click if you're in creative. Then what you want to do next is bring your cockpit 1, that is found over here. Place it while it's aligned to the front line of blocks. Then we're going to go to the back, add 3 lines of blocks. So that's 1 line, 2 lines, and now this is the 3rd. Now you can do something really good in creative and just press Control and highlight the place you want to build, but just for people in survival you can't do that. I'm sorry. Anyways, now grab a nuclear reactor. Make sure it is facing this way. So as you see, this yellow thing door should be facing this way so you can access it. Place it over here, then bring a gyroscope, which is found right over here, and the nuclear reactor, small reactor, is over here. Place 1 gyroscope to the right and 1 to the left. Now if you're on survival, you're gonna need to place uranium over here, so you just open it by pressing K and putting uranium after you've mined it. Now, after we've done that, here's what we're going to do. We're going to add the cargo placement. So, we're going to add 2. Oh, 1 second. Sorry. Remove this reactor and place it again. Have the door placed up to the facing upwards. Oh, god damn it. So we made a huge mistake over here by removing the cockpit. Now let's put the cockpit again. Alright, so as we said, place it, make sure the door is facing upward. Now let's place our gyroscopes again. Whatever, it doesn't matter which way they're facing, just like them to be symmetrically aligned. Symmetry. Alright, then place 2 blocks in front of the reactor, and then we would like to make those 2 blocks longer. So we place 2 blocks here, then 1 line and another line, 2 lines. Alright, now here's what we're gonna do. On the horizontal line, add another one. So I'm saying lines a lot. Alright, horizontal, then add another one. So it's 2 horizontal lines. And just fill up the space for the vertical ones. Keep filling it up. And we're good to go. Now, go grab a small cargo container. And by the way, if you don't know how to rotate and make the door facing this way, it's by pressing delete, home, and page up and page down. So now I'm going to No. Okay. We're going to make them face this way. Make sure they're facing this way. And place them over here, here, and here. Just the whole grid. This is like a grid. Imagine it's an iPad with a grid of applications. So we placed them. And now go to the other side. So it automatically rotates and the door is facing this way. If it does not, make sure you rotate it yourself. So do this, this, this. Now we have a decent amount of cargo. So what we would like to do is secure this cargo. Basically not secure it, just make sure we do not directly collide with it. So how do we do that? We're going to create something like a little platform over here. So you see those blocks where the cargo containers are on, they are those 4 blocks. So place a line over here made up of 4 blocks. And then another line. So there's 4 blocks. And then a horizontal line upwards. Fill it up. Also 4 blocks until it reaches the cargo containers. Once it reaches the cargo containers, we need to do the following thing. Oh wait, are you sure? Oh, it doesn't fit. Once again, sorry, we need to remove it and increase 1 block. So we set 2 lines over here. Now we need to make a 3rd one. And then align it with the cargo containers. We just keep filling it up until you see it aligned. Okay, and they are aligned. Then place a block over, and let's see, do I fit? I sure do. Okay. Now place 1 line and a 2nd line. And then start filling the gaps toward this wall. Now it's a wall. When it is exactly on top, just close it up. So just this way. I'm using creative, but it's the same thing in survival. It's gonna take a longer time in survival. Anyways, once you've done that, we are almost done. We just need to do the same for the other side. So let's make sure how many lines. 1, 2, 3, and a 4th one. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and now the 4th one. Now from the 4th one, I think it is 4, I'm correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, from the 4th one we're gonna go back again and place blocks until they are, but this time not aligned, because we just know what we need to do. Let's just do it quickly. So now they're aligned with the cargo. Then place 2 blocks, 2 lines higher, and fill the gaps. Fill the gaps over here. Here. So this is going to give you space to enter the vehicle and place the blocks, because this is a small ship, and you know, entering a small ship is something that you cannot usually do, but we are here making it possible. And then you place everything you want, slowly and carefully. Now we are done with this part. We're gonna move on to the thrusters part. But before that, let's add a little touch. Interior light. Just so you can, no, spotlight, I think it is. Spotlight. Just place a spotlight and make it face this direction. I'm gonna place 2 just for, so you can actually, let's place, no. Okay, place 2 so you can see what you're doing. I'm gonna place another one over here. Yes, over here and here. So once we're done with that, we need some small thrusters. Now, we need 5 over here. Starting from the middle one, then 2 to each side. That's 2, then 2 over here, and we're good to go from this bit, and then turn around and place 2 over here, and then on the other side also place 2 over here. So it doesn't matter their location, just make sure their rotation is exactly how we want it. And now we'd like to place 2 over here and 2 over here. Then go up the shuttle, or whatever you'd like to call it, and on the middle line just place 2 small thrusters. Now we're going to place some more one more nuclear reactor. So as you see, there's one over here, but just to make sure that the energy is enough, we are going to place one more over here, and you still need uranium to power it. Once we are done, we are going to first of all remove the landing gear, then ride the ship and try to move upwards with it, and then get out of it. Why is that? We're gonna place some landing gears, don't you worry. But first of all, we're gonna place some thrusters over here. Make sure they're facing this way, and place 3. So that's 3. And now get landing gears. We're gonna need 3 landing gears over here. That's 1 right in the, what do you call it, in the header over here, or in the front line, and then 2 to the sides of the wing. You can decide the location, it does not matter, but make sure these 2 are on the same line of the grid. So let's check. Yes, I think they are. And now let's test it. Let's test our new ship. So let's try to land it carefully, and we landed. And we turned off everything, and it's safe to say we have built a cargo ship. This is it for this time, guys. If you enjoyed the tutorials, don't forget to subscribe and like this button, share it with everyone. See you on the next video.